Hey, hi YouTube, how are you? I hope you all guys are doing great. In this, from this video onwards, we are going to see some creational design pattern like factory pattern, builder pattern, prototype pattern, singleton pattern, object pool pattern. Definitely, this type of patterns are really helpful for writing good kind of code. Definitely, with solid principles. Solid principles are at the top of the table, which you should know. Oops, solid principles, and then some different type of patterns, creational design patterns, and structural pattern, and many more. So from this video onwards, definitely we are going to start creational design pattern, and video by video we can see all the other patterns. I'm not planning to include each and everything in one video because video becomes very large and all. So let's start with factory pattern where we will be seeing each and everything. And yes, in throughout the whole playlist, definitely I will be showing you the code, like how the life is before factory pattern or any kind of pattern, how these patterns improve the code readability, scalability, and all. And also, we will be seeing like the real code. We will see some projects, how they are implementing factory pattern, how they are taking the advantage of it. So in this video, from this video onwards, we are going to start factory pattern. First of all, we will see life without factory pattern, then the factory pattern, simple factory pattern, and the most advanced or the most useful, which is abstract factory pattern. So let's start. This is just a one slide deck, and definitely all the code that I am writing, it's in Python because Python is the most easiest language. Okay, anyone can understand it, but more often it's more of not a language specific; it's conceptual specific, and all the code will be available in this GitHub repo. I have already created the whole code and uploaded it, so it will be provided in your description box. You can just go and have a look at it. So let's start with first as factory pattern. But before moving to factory pattern, let me explain you what actually creational design pattern is. So creational design patterns are design or design patterns that deal with object creation mechanism, like trying to create objects in a way that is flexible, reusable, and abstracted from the client. Because all of these patterns are built to have a good level of abstraction. Okay, instead of client code directly instantiating the objects using new keyword or init in Python, creational patterns encapsulate the creation logic. We will see when we will go through the code. Why creational design pattern even exist? Because direct object creation can make code tightly coupled to specific classes, and we don't want any tight coupling. Changes of object creation like new parameters, new subclasses would require changing client code in many places. Creational patterns make the system more scalable and maintainable. Okay, so this is the basic thing of creational design pattern whenever we have to create something. Okay, either it is function, it's module, it's class, whatever it is. Okay, so first important pattern is factory pattern. So first of all, let's see how our old code looks like without factory. Okay, so we have two user flows. I think it's visible to you. It's this video is available in 4K, so you can zoom in. Okay, so we have two user flows. First one is admin user who can approve sellers, view sale analytics, and there can be many more roles. Then we have customer user which can browse products, place orders, and many more. Now, okay, see, we have created admin user. Admin user can have create user as well as create dashboard. So admin is ready, dashboard is ready. Then we have a customer user, which also have a function as create user, create dashboard. Okay. Now this looks good now. Okay. I know this all are not following solid principle. This is rubbish, but how old code looks okay without factory. I'm just telling to explain you. Now we have the control code. If the user role is admin, then create a object of admin user and call it create user and create dashboard. If the user role is customer, create a customer object and call its create user and create dashboard. So if I just run it, let me give it a run. Okay. So as the user, as the role is admin, so it is saying admin is ready, admin dashboard is ready. Now if I make it as customer, so here you can say customer is ready, customer dashboard is ready. Good, code is working. But the what the problem is here is the object creation can be separate place like auth service, reporting service. Okay. Um, but a major problem that you can see here is if let's suppose you add a new role, then you have to touch lot of code. Okay, See, you have to add if user role is equals to something as super admin, and you have to add it. Okay, and then you have to create another class also, like class admin, super admin user, and you have to add these two methods. So it's like it's not a good way of writing code because um, already admin user and customer user was already tested. Just because of this if else logic, we have to refactor all the things, and definitely we have to touch a lot of code. Okay, so that's why factory pattern came into picture. It all about delegating object creation to separate the piece of code, which is called factory, rather than calling a constructor. Here we are calling the constructor directly. Okay, admin user. Okay, we are passing the class name directly. Okay, why it is important to decouple the client code from the actual concrete class it needs? Because here we can see, okay, if I'm having a user role as admin, I can see I am creating an object of admin user. If my role is customer, then I can see which kind of object is it is being created. So it is not it's like a tight link is there. Okay, if else logic is tightly linked to these classes. Okay, to make the creation process more flexible and maintainable, we have a factory. As like if I can give you an example, factory is something like if you want something, you tell that factory that okay, factory, give me admin user. Hey, factory, give me a customer user or customer object, can I say? But it will never tell you that how it is creating it, which function it is calling it, which whether it is calling admin user, it is creating customer user. It will just give you an object. Okay, so that is the rule of factory. Now let's see the same code, how it can be done by a simple factory. So what are the problems we have already seen? Slightly improved way. Okay, so simple factory. So here now we have a user factory, which is having a static method which is create user. It will take a user role, and based on the user role, it will give us admin user or customer user. The class is already defined at the top. Okay, so I think you can relate it. Okay, now there is a factory. This factory, so for user factory, it will create user, and we have dashboard factory, which will create dashboard, and both depends upon the role. But now, how the things are, if I just have a user role as admin, okay, now I will just call user factory. Hey, user factory, create a user, and I'm giving you a role. Role can be anything. Okay, you can also pass a customer. It, here directly we are not calling the constructor. Here we were calling directly the constructor. See this this line, and this line. We were directly calling the constructor, which was not a good practice. So we have all this inside a factory, and here based on the user role, we are calling, hey user factory, give me user object. Hey dashboard factory, give me a user dashboard object. Either it doesn't like from here you can't say what method is which you can say which class constructor is being called. Okay, it is hidden in this factory. Okay, so some level of abstraction we are achieving. Okay, so user role based on this. So if I just run this program, I think I should get admins ready, admin dashboard is ready. If I just make it as customer, again I should get it like this. Okay, now in this code, if I have to add a new role, so I don't have to touch this client code because this is the client code which is in the controller part. Okay, so I don't have to touch any client code. I just have to create a new factory. Okay, and like class I can say I don't think no, we don't even have to create a new factory. We can just create a new class, like class super admin user. it, let's suppose the whole code is same. Okay, and what we can do is just here we have to add if elif statement, elif user role. Let me show you maybe. Okay, so this will be, we will add something here, so it will be like customer user. Instead customer user, we can have super uh, admin user. Okay, so super admin user will do this. Okay, fine. So if now the role is elif, we can have some elif here. So elif user role is equals to, we can say super admin, or let it be no space, no underscore. Super admin return, I can say super admin user. Similarly, I can just copy paste it here. Here. Okay, so let me also give it a run this one because their class is defined. So now if I just add super admin here, super admin, see, super, oh, sorry. So here we have to add now super admin, super admin. Let me give it a run. And now, boom, super admin is ready and super admin dashboard is ready. So one benefit we saw that we don't have to touch client code. We just have to do some factory refactoring and we can do it. Okay, we have to create a new class and the new module will be a separate file basically. Here I'm showing in one notebook, but it will be in a separate file. So you don't have to touch to the already existing code. Okay, but still there is a if else mesh. Okay, so slightly improved with this all creation logic lives in one place. If we add a new role like seller, user, we change only the factory. Controllers stay clean, no role specific or if else clutter. Okay, in the controller. Okay, I can see it is in factory, but not in controller. Okay, now what the problem is, if we have multiple features for each role, okay, multiple features for each role. Okay, let's suppose admin has multiple features, customer has multiple features, super admin has multiple features. Then we need to create multiple factories. Okay, like here you can see we have a user factory to create user, dashboard factory to create dashboard. There can be n number of send notification, another factory. So does not looks good. If a new role is added, we need to update each factory. See here we updated each factory. Okay, but this is somehow it is fine. Okay, this is not a question of which is correct or wrong. Okay, sometimes even simple factory works. Okay, it's like you don't have to over engineer everything. Okay, so it depends. Okay, sometimes simple factory works, sometimes much uh, so if this is the case, simple factory also works, but maybe you can think like if you want to scale and you have multiple roles for each role, multiple features for each role, then definitely this will not work because you have to touch every time lots of code. Okay, now let's see how this can be solved by abstract factory pattern. Okay, and definitely for explaining abstract factory pattern, you should know abstract method because I can give you basic description, but basically you should have this is our main methods. Okay, like admin user can create user, customer user can create user, admin dashboard can create dashboard, customer dashboard can create dashboard. Now you might say that both admin things can be combined, but it will violate solid principle because kind of like it should be like a one class should be only any entity, any one class or one function should be only responsible for one thing. Okay, like admin, we can create a guard class like admin, and it can create user, it can create dashboard, but it doesn't looks good. Okay, if you are following solid principles. So we have some methods, product level methods like admin user, customer user, admin dashboard, and customer dashboard. This is the main method that is going to be, this is the main class that is going to be instantiated. Now we have a factory. Okay, a role factory, and basically this is just an abstract method, so it is like a contract. Okay, so what whoever will extend role factory, it should create user, it should have create dashboard. Okay, I think I'm violating a bit of solid principles here, but it's fine. Okay, pardon. Okay, now role factory, it has create user and it has create dashboard. Okay, now so we have admin factory, it is extending role factory. Okay, so abstract factory pattern is kind of factory of factory. Okay, so factory of factory kind of. Okay, so this factory and we have admin factory. So admin factory, as it is in extending role factory, now it has to also override create user and dashboard. So create user, as it is admin factory, so it will call admin user where is, sorry, where we have admin user this here, so it will create user. For admin factory also supports create dashboard, so it will call admin dashboard. Similarly for the customer factory also, so customer factory will all be only be responsible for like customers. Okay, if the role is customer kind of. Okay, now there is get factory, which basically gives us the factory based on the user role, but I don't want if else. Okay, so factory, get factory takes a user factory and definitely it will return role factory. So factories, we have a kind of dictionary. If role is admin, give me admin factory. If customer, customer factory. So if user role not in factories, sorry, value error, we don't have invalid with invalid role. Otherwise just give me a factories user role, and this is just for creating object. Okay, last one. So now see how the controller looks very clean. User role is admin, get factory. So get factory will be called. It is passed user role which is admin. So it is checking in factories we have admin. So I have to repeat return admin factory. So it will give me admin factory. Okay. So it will give me admin factory. So admin factory again. This is a class which is having create user and create dashboard. So I'm calling create user and create dashboard. So when I'm calling create user and create dashboard, it is giving me an object of admin user or admin dashboard. So basically, we are having an object of admin user and admin dashboard. Then definitely we can call create user or create dashboard, because here you can see we have some create user and create dashboard code. Codes is simple. If you feel confusing and depending upon your levels, and maybe you can go through the GitHub repo where I have updated each and everything. Okay, so see, so based on the admin, let me just run each and everything of abstract factory pattern. So let me run all the cells below it. So we got see admin is ready. Okay, now let's suppose I have to do for customer. Okay, so see, boom, it's super easy. Now you might think, let's suppose I have to add a new feature, okay, or a new role. What can I do? So it's simple. Like if you have to add a new feature, you can create, let's suppose admin user admin dashboard. You can create admin notification here. Here only class admin notification and create the method will be create notification. A notification has been sent. Now basically you have to like the role factory can have create user create dashboard. It has to create one more method here because it will be create notification. But generally when we design such kind of interfaces, we already think a lot. Okay, it's not like depending upon what we need currently, we don't design interfaces. Okay, if we have a good thought process in it. Okay, so then let's suppose we have a feature here which is create notification, and definitely this admin factory will add it, and you can just go through it and just implement it. But if you have a new role, think of it. The new adding a new role can be very simple task, because you just have to create a factory. Okay, which will be basically, let's suppose you have to create a new new I can say role. Okay, so let's suppose the role is super admin. Okay, so super admin. Okay, so we have super admin factory, and it will call super admin user, super sorry super admin user, and super admin dashboard. Super admin dashboard. Okay, I think it's fine. Dashboard, yeah. So let me create a super admin user class here. So class super admin user, and definitely it will be doing some create user kind of thing. So I can just copy paste it, and customer is ready. Instead I can say super admin is ready, and then we can have something as super admin dashboard. Okay, so we can have super admin dashboard, super admin dashboard, super uh, sorry, admin dashboard. So let it should be running. Let it run. I think why it is not working. Super admin dashboard. Okay, now fine. And now in factories we can just add a new role. Okay, instead of having cluttered if else, we can do simple like this. Super, if we pass super admin, just give me super admin dashboard. Okay, not super admin dashboard, it's super admin factory. Okay, super admin factory. Cool. Now just add super admin here. Super admin, and see, without even touching the controller code, or get factory we have touched a bit, but without even touching the controller code, we have added a super admin. And definitely this is not like this. See, this if you see a production level code, this will be inside a module, a complete different file. This will be inside a complete different file. Okay, some can be packed together, but if you are adding a new complete feature, it will be in a different file. So you don't have to touch the all the existing code, because it currently maybe it look like, because it's just a notebook that we are touching this whole code. No, this will be in a different file, because when I will show you this factory pattern of project, I can show you. Okay, because it will be a whole another a file. So you are creating a new page. Okay, it's in a new class, a new module. It's not like you are touching the old code. Okay, because the thing is we don't want to touch the old code which is already working. Okay, some basic principles of solids. Okay, so and then we have created a factory, and this factory will be also another file. Okay, it's factory like admin factory.py, customer factory.py, super admin factory.py. So with basic minimal changes to the already existing code, you can do it. And definitely this can also come from maybe some configs or so without even touching the old code, you can add it if you use factory pattern kind of. Factory pattern is more of the abstract factory pattern is more of like factory of factory. Okay, so this was about abstract factory pattern. Okay, I think I don't want to over explain everything. Maybe we can move to this project. So here you can see we have controllers, factories, products, and utils and app. So basically, we have an app where we have the from the app we are getting the role, whether it is admin, customer, or whatnot. Okay, so just to I will go through the code. If I just run it, it is saying admin user created, admin dashboard created, admin notification created. Okay, this is the notification which we are adding. Okay, a new feature. So basically, this will call the handle role. So handle role is first of all we will get factory. Now what actually get factory is already we have already seen we have two roles, admin and customer. So we have admin factory. So here admin factory can have, let's suppose, three features: create user, create dashboard, and create notification. Okay. Okay. So fine. Um, um, okay, and also if we have to add new feature, we can also extend this. Okay, so it's not like we have to touch the old code only. Okay, because the function or the class should be open for extension but closed for modification. Okay, so admin factory. And if you want to learn solid principles also, this video is available, that solid principle video is also available in my channel. Okay, so we have admin factory, which is extending role factory, which is the base factory. I can say interface, which is kind of contract. So which have to like override everything like create user, create dashboard, and create notification. Okay, fine. So this admin factory will give us admin user, admin dashboard, and admin notification, where we have the actual method. This is the actual place, which is inside, I can say, users.py, which is inside the products. So admin user, which have create user, and create customer user will have create customer. Okay, and dashboard will have admin dashboard, customer dashboard, notification will have admin notification, customer notification. These all things are the product level, the original code. Okay, where the actual things are happening. Okay, and these factories are like base factory. We have a base factory. If we want admin related things, we will call admin factory, otherwise customer factory. Now here, if we have another role, so it will act like super admin factory.py. That I was trying to explain you that we don't have to touch admin or customer. We are creating a whole new module. So if we have already tested this factory or code, then we don't have to test it again, and we are not also modifying it. Okay, without even touching, we are adding some new feature or new, I can say, roles. Then we have a role controller, basically, which is the entry point, which is taking a factory. Then once we get the factory, the factory we are calling the factory get like my role is admin, give me the factory. Okay, and so this is the kind of abstraction. Okay, like factory, factory is not this get factory is not letting us know that which kind of this factory is, whether it is admin factory, customer factory, or super admin factory. We don't know, and we even don't know this part, that this admin factory is calling which kind of it is instantiating which kind of class, whether it is whether the user is getting created by admin user, admin dashboard, or admin notification. It doesn't have that kind of information. So this is the level of abstraction that we want. Okay, so where we were, okay, so we were in handle role, I guess. Okay, so we got the factory. Then so create, we know the method that create user is will give us user, create dashboard will give us a dashboard object, notification will give us a notification object, and then we are calling the real methods. So that's why we are getting as admin user created, admin dashboard created, admin notification created. So initially, I was not having this notifications.py. This was a new feature that we added. So it was very simple. We added just notifications.py, and inside the we don't have to change the, okay, in the base factory we have to change create notification, and we don't have to change anything here. Nothing. I guess just we have to add a product here, which will be notifications.py, and just a simple where in the base factory we are creating some abstract method, which is create notification. Okay, generally they whoever designed the apps and all, they already think of all things like uh, beforehand. Okay, it's not like extending every now we have a new feature, we will extend this only. No, it's already designed in a pretty better manner. I'm just taking an example to show you the power of factory pattern. Okay, so that's it. Like if I want to summarize it, without factory pattern, client is tightly coupled to the concrete classes. Okay, if I want to show it, this was the factory pattern. Initially, if you see old way, the client, this was the client code. Client code was tightly coupled with the concrete classes. This super admin user, customer user, admin user. Okay, in simple factory, here you can see the simple factory. It centralized the creation, but it still needs change to for the new types. So here you can see it was centralizing the creation of the factory, like um, whether whatever role is, it was giving us some objects. But this was also not a good method. It can work fine. Okay, it's not like it will not work. It can work fine. Then we had a abstract factory pattern, the top level. Okay, so it was having complete abstraction with scalability. So the choice depends upon your project complexity and need for flexibility. Definitely, I will never suggest without factory, but simple factory can also work. Abstract factory is the best. Okay, but it depends upon your complexity. We should not never over-engineer things. Okay. Also, you might think this is very large, and I'm not able to understand when to use this. So I can say, when coding, ask yourself these three questions. Do I have multiple variations of an object that may change? Okay. So like roles, payment methods, storage types, like storage type can be local. If storage type is local, I have to do this. If storage type is AWS, I have to do this. If storage type is GCP, I have to do this. Then definitely factory pattern will be helpful, because see here also, because we were having this kind of thing. If role is this, give me another object. If role is this, give me another object. There can be 10 different things. Then there is a problem. Then definitely you should add factory pattern. Second question you can add, do I need to guarantee combinations of objects always go together? Like admin user, admin dashboard can be together. Then you should use this pattern, abstract factory pattern, because here you can see in admin factory, these are a bit tightly coupled, because create user, create dashboard are kind of together thing. So in this case, you should definitely go with factory of factory, which is abstract factory pattern. Okay. Then third is, will new variation be added later without changing existing logic? Like let's suppose you add a vendor rule, okay, without touching existing admin or customer code. Because if we have to add a vendor code, definitely we don't have to touch admin or this thing. We just added a new file. Okay, here it looks similar, but this will be a new file. So we don't have to touch the existing code. In such cases, we should use factory pattern. Okay, whenever you have like something like if else logic, you have to segregate it, go with the simple factory. If you have factory of factory, like why we needed an admin factory, because we have to couple it, this thing, create user, create dashboard should be coupled. Then we have to use abstract factory pattern. So if you just try once, go through the code that I have even provided in the GitHub, you will easily understand each and everything. Is there any limitations of factory pattern? Yes, it may introduce extra complexity for small and simple creation. So if the creation is very simple, don't go with this. Okay, factory patterns and all. You may practice, but not. It's like too many factories can also lead to over engineering. But in some cases, if you have such situation, like this is a good example where you are, if there is some if else, if this, give me this object. If this, give me this object. If this, give me this object. In this such scenario, always think about factory pattern, simple or abstract. Okay, it depends, like when you have to think simple or abstract factory pattern, but in such cases you should definitely think about factory pattern. So that's it. I guess over explanation will kill this video. So this is all about factory pattern. In the next video, we are going to see about builder pattern, and definitely this whole code will be here, so you can go through it, you can modify it, you can play with it. Thank you. That's all. Meet you in the next video, in the builder pattern video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and drop your comment if you have any doubts, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.